They are the songs that helped define a generation and made Joni Mitchell a household name around the world.
Her words and her music stand the test of time, and everything that she was writing about 20, 30, 40, 50 years ago, they're so relevant to our generation, and nobody's writing like she wrote.
But before they were performed on international stages, they were played here in Saskatoon, where Mitchell spent her formative years. And now the music has returned to the place from which it originated, as Persephone Theatre presents Circle Game, reimagining the music of Joni Mitchell. Co-creator Anna Kuman says the opportunity to bring the show here, after it debuted in Vancouver, is both a sort of homecoming and a little nerve-wracking.
Because the city is so entrenched with, the beginnings of Joni's journey as an artist. So we're incredibly excited for Saskatoon audiences to see the show, and there is a little bit of pressure.
Circle Game isn't a musical about Mitchell, but rather a story told through her songs. And so, while there are no overt references to those early days here, there are hints of Saskatoon in the story.
I think the imagery in the lyrics that in the songs that we've chosen to put in the show will really be elevated because we're here in Saskatoon. For instance, I wish I had a river I could skate away on. I mean, the river's right here.
And in relation to that river, there are tributes to Mitchell on both sides now. Earlier this summer, the Joni Mitchell Promenade was dedicated in front of the Persephone Theatre, while on the east side, a plaque commemorating her legacy was unveiled on Broadway, where her musical career began. The monument is in front of the Broadway Theatre, next door to what used to be the Louis Riel Coffee House. While it's not quite a case of paradise being paved to make way for a parking lot, the venue where she often played is long gone, replaced by Calories Cafe. And while tributes to the singer abound in Saskatoon, like many of the relationships she has sung about, the one between the artist and her hometown is somewhat complicated. Mitchell has never been shy to speak her mind and has referred to the city in the past as extremely bigoted, comparing it to the Deep South in the United States.
So she's always had that little bit of an attitude, and like, more power to her. That makes her unique. And there is that kind of a love-hate relationship at times with Saskatoon. I know it's kind of, oh, okay, that's our Joni. So.
Local music expert Ron Spizzeri, who has had a few encounters with Mitchell over the years, believes some of her opinions about Saskatoon are simply a reflection of her deeply held beliefs in social justice.
I admire her character. Like, that's her, and that's what she doesn't, sort of bow down to anyone. You got to give her credit for that.
And no matter what her legacy ends up being in Saskatoon, there's no questioning the impact she has had on music over the past half-century.
I mean, you had to give her so much credit. She is world-renowned now. She's done quite a variety of albums, which is always something that appeals to me. She didn't just stick to folk or folk rock. She's done everything from jazz, a little bit of everything.
That diversity and innovation helped draw Cohen to the music as his mother played it when he was a child. He then found a new level of appreciation as an adult, which helped lead to the creation of Circle Game.
She loved playing with time signature, with key, with open tuning guitars and different instruments that weren't as popular. To be able to take the essence of that, of trying to push the envelope musically and push the envelope for a public, and translating that into what we interpret that to mean in 2018 was a really cool challenge.
Circle Game plays at Persephone Theatre through August 26th. In Saskatoon, I'm Simon Hyatt reporting.